Hey, welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row. My name is David, and tonight we're rocking the mustache and sideburn edition of Whiskey Row. I was actually trying to trim up my beard before filming, just take a little off there around the neck, clean it up for filming. Got way too aggressive, and then there was no way to save it. So, yeah, here we are. Enjoy it. But tonight we're focusing on Russell's 15. I finally was able to get a bottle of it. Thank you so much for helping me get a hold of the bottle. It was because of some of you out there that I was able to get a hold of one. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Russell's 15 years coming in at 117.22, limited release in 2024. When the junkies, the bourbon junkies had their Pours Bourbon in the Barn event over the summer, I was able to actually taste this at that event. It was kind of just, by itself. It wasn't really like in a lineup with other things to really compare. I was really impressed by it, but I wanted to put it up against some of my favorite things from this year, as well as one pour that's fairly available, or was fairly available, shelf sitter, that I think is actually comparable. Now, we'll find out in a minute if it's comparable or not, and y'all may shoot me. And if so, that's okay, because, sometimes I deserve it. But 117 proof, so it's not too crazy high proof. So I think we got some options here. But what are the options today? Today, we're putting it up against Murray Hill Club Special Release 4. This came out, I was able to get a hold of it here in Virginia from the stores. 111 proof. There we go. I can't do math. 111 proof. We're going to put it up against that. That's a beautiful blend by Nancy Fraley. Did a tremendously good job. So one of the best. Honestly, it's better than almost any of the cigar blends I've ever had. It's a tremendous, tremendous product. Also putting it up against the 13th Colony 15th anniversary bottle that came out earlier this year, coming in at 139.2 proof. So that one might stand out as a little bit of a proofy guy. But, well, if you're talking about best whiskeys of the year, which a lot of people are saying the Russell's 15 deserves to be considered as one of the best whiskeys of the year. Well, let's put it up against one that I also am thinking is one of the best whiskeys of the year. Actually, both of these are probably pretty high on my list, as well as this next bottle, Heaven Hill 18 for 2024, coming in at 120 proof, small batch. So this was actually batched and then proofed down to 120 proof. It's pretty friggin' good. Not going to complain. And those are all, well, this one wasn't a unicorn, but it's still was hard to find when it came out. The Russell's 15 is a unicorn. The Heaven Hill 18 is obviously a unicorn. The 13th Colony, it was a tremendously hard bottle to get a hold of. This one, not so much. This is a Bardstown Discovery 11. This came out in fall, I believe October of 2023, so it's less than a year old, but it technically didn't come out in 2024. Tremendously good one. I don't have the 12. I know the 12's out, the Discovery 12, but I don't have it. And so this one's pretty darn good. 73% 13 year, 21% 10 year, so it's 13, 13 and 10 year for most of it. There's a teeny little bit of their 6 year in there, but it comes in at 118 proof. So again, 118, 117, right up there in proof. And boy, I still am a huge, huge fan of the Bardstown Discovery 11. I think it's tremendous. We're going to get these bottles out of the way. I've got the glasses poured up. We're going to mix them up. We're going to do this, and we're going to find out if this Russell's Reserve 15 year is really all it's hyped up to be, or is it a little bit overblown? All right, that is good enough. They're mixed up. I don't know which is which. Let's dive into it and see if we can determine how that Russell's 15 stacks up. Is it really all it's cracked up to be? That is delicious, man. I don't know what that is. Really, really strong caramel. Just a little bit of like a vanilla cake. Oh man, that is so nice on the nose. Little bit of mustiness there. Really, really nice. Ooh. First alcohol I've had all day. But man, wow, that is good. Oh, I'm not sad about doing the blind tonight. This is a good blind. Very, very little touch of a stewed berry. Really strong oak presence. Nice viscous quality in the mouth. Very, very, good bourbon experience. That's nice. That's really, really pleasant. Let's go to the next one. On that last one, man, there's just this, a little bit of, a cooked, real maple syrup on it. It's very, very minor, but it's just delicious on top of that berry. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's do this one. Now, this one's a lot mustier, kind of a nuttier quality to it. I'm getting some old oak, dried oak. Nice proof point on the nose. That is old, oaky, charry, proofy, chewy. There's this very, very subtle, like strawberry jam or strawberry cheesecake. It's very, very, very subtle. It's very not berry forward like a Buffalo Trace or anything like that, but just a subtle strawberry underneath all that oak. Wow. The nose on this one is ridiculous. It is cheesecake and graham cracker crust all day, every day. Proofy. That is fantastic. That's absolutely delicious on the nose. That is blackberry jam, proof, spice, drizzled over a cheesecake. Graham cracker coming through again on the nose, or on the palate, I mean. Very viscous, very rich, dense, very dark in the glass. Very drying, but also sweet at the same time. Jeez. Not complaining, y'all. Not complaining. That's stupid good. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, the nose on this. This musty graham cracker. Rich, creamy. Oh, that smells really nice. A little bit of berry. Ooh, kind of a prominent berry. A little bit of age note. It's a little mild. It's a little thinner. Not the mouthfeel isn't as good on this one. But the combination of these like really subtle age notes, a little bit of that fresh berry, nice sweetness, little spice and proof point are on. It's good. Like it. The nose on this thing makes me want to cry. That is cherry cheesecake, graham cracker crust, whipped cream, alcohol, lots of alcohol. Wow, wow. There's a flavor I'm getting on that, and I can't place it. I want to say like a pineapple turnover cake. Teeny little bit of citrus in there. A little musty too. Wow, that's good. I'm staring at the bottles, and I can't place it. I mean, honestly, a lot of these I couldn't place. There's some similarities between some of them that are kind of hard to pick apart. And I'm not really good at this anyway. I just do it for fun on YouTube, and hopefully you enjoy it. By the way, if you do enjoy this kind of content, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. It has a little bit of this like dry woodiness. I mean, there's an age there and a dark oakiness too, but this like dry sandalwood, which is really interesting. It's really good. I can't think of where that comes from. Anyway, I'm not complaining. Great lineup. I'm going to go through, figure out my rankings, and when we come back, I'll put the little tags on them. We'll figure out which is which. We are back, and I am not complaining. That was delicious. Although, I don't like the mustache. I'm going to have to lose that mustache afterwards. Actually, Jamie saw me, and she said I can't. I'm not allowed to go to bed tonight with a mustache, so I have to get that taken care of here after I get done filming, get rid of that, trim these sideburns up just a hair, a little bit long. Anyway, moving on to the results of this competition. It's fun when you drink delicious whiskey, and that's kind of the fun of this blind. Was all 5 of these are great whiskeys. Like I like all of them, but there were winners and there were less good winners. They're all winners. So anyway, coming in 5th place tonight is this one. Absolutely delicious blend of flavors, combination of flavors and experience. The finish was just a little thin in this lineup, and that was probably its biggest hurdle. Anyway, this one, 4th place, really, really good. There was a little bit of some kind of note in there that I just didn't care for. So 4th place. This one, 3rd place. Just beautiful. Overall, absolutely beautiful. Again, compared to the top 2, it just lacked a little bit in the mouthfeel department. 2nd place tonight right here. And 5th place, or first place, not 5th place. 1st place tonight right down the middle. Very, very good. Let us go ahead and reveal the results. Coming in 5th place tonight is the Bardstown Discovery 11. That held up surprisingly well in this lineup. It came in 5th, but man, that thing held up. Again, it just a little thin on the finish. Fourth place tonight right here, that is 13th Colony, which is an absolute shocker for me. I am as big a 13th Colony fanboy as there are on YouTube's. And man, I am shocked by that thing. I don't know what happened. Going back and forth between these, there's this very subtle dry woodiness that came through that I never had picked up before on it. Third place tonight is the Murray Hill Club. That's what it's called. Murray Hill Club coming in third place. That actually did better than I thought it would. Coming in second place tonight is the Heaven Hill 1718, Heaven Hill 18, which is shockingly good, very, very good. Now, I will tell you that I just got my hands on a Heaven Hill 17 year from 2022, which is clearly better than this 18 year. First place should be the Russells, and it is, and that's a shocker. That is a shockingly good bottle from Wild Turkey. I have fallen out of love with the Russell's 13s. So I love the first Russell's 13, but the last two batches besides from, I think they've had 3 batches, or if not more, but at this point, I've tasted 3 batches, and they've gone down in my book, frankly. And so for this 15 to storm in here, it was the darkest on the table. We didn't even talk about color, but it was the darkest aside from that and the 13th Colony were about the same color. Now, again, just for transparency's sake, I'll admit it. I'm not proud of it, but I'll admit it. This is now the second most expensive bottle of whiskey I've ever purchased. I did have to go on secondary to get this, and I paid $400 plus shipping, which I'm not proud of, but it's true, and I'll admit it. That's how I got it. So for those of you that are saying I put it in first place because I got paid to do it and I got a free bottle, that is not accurate. I paid out my own money, channel money, but you know, whatever you want to call it. $400 for that bottle. Is it worth $400? If I had to, you know, if you put these side by side, and these I think are more expensive on secondary than these, I would much rather have a Russell's 15 than the Heaven Hill 18 from 2024. I'll give you that much. Is it much better than the 13? Yeah, somehow it's shockingly much better than the 13. Thank you so much for those who helped me get a hold of this, and you did help me. I mean, 400 is less than the current secondary on this bottle. Don't want to drive that price any higher, but I kind of have to be honest, and it's really, really good. So yeah, if you enjoy this kind of content, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Subscribing to the channel and liking this video and commenting. Those are the best things that you can do to support us. But if you want to do a little bit more, go to patreon.com/whiskeyhero. You can support us directly. And please tune in to our live stream this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we're doing a charity live stream benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation. We've got over 40 bottles that will be given away. All you have to do is donate to the charity, and you are entered to win. Details are on the live stream post, which I put up on Monday. This video you're seeing right now came out on Tuesday. Live stream's on Thursday. So join us Thursday for our live stream. We've got a bunch of channels coming on to help support us as well. Very, very excited for it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you to our patrons for your continued support. Find a bottle you love.